It is my pleasure and honor to welcome each and every one of you all to the 41st Annual OWTU Labor Day Primary Schools Quiz and Poster Competition. My name is Ozzy Warwick, Chief Education and Research Officer of the Oilfields Workers Trade Union. It's been a long journey from the prelims to a whole day of quarterfinals to be here this afternoon for the semi-finals and finals round. Now, why is this activity important? You see, in the end, it boils down to your history. Knowing who you are, knowing where you came from, and very importantly, being proud of your legacy. You see, oil and sugar has made a tremendous contribution to the development of Trinidad and Tobago. And we thought we'd go with this particular theme this year in light of the fact that we saw the closure of Petrotrin. So we would have had the closure of Caroni, and now we would have seen in our lifetime the closure of Petrotrin. And we felt that it is important for students to learn more and gain a greater appreciation for what oil and sugar represented in the development of Trinidad and Tobago. And as we put together this competition this year as part of the preparation, we felt that we will reach out to our brother and sister union because we were born just around the same time. And that is, of course, the Oil Trinidad Sugar, as it was then called, Workers Trade Union. So I'm very happy to recognize in our presence here at Paramount Building, the head office of the Oilfield Workers Trade Union, representatives of the Oil Trinidad General and Workers Trade Union.
I bring to you greetings on behalf of the Central Executive, members of staff, and the general membership of the Oil Trinidad General Workers Trade Union. Firstly, let me salute and commend all the young participants here this afternoon. We must congratulate also our fraternal brothers of the OWTU for the most apt Team National Primary Schools Quiz and Poster Competition entitled Our Legacy, Oil and Sugar. It surely would be remiss of me if I did not acknowledge the fact that both the OWTU and the Oil Trinidad General Workers Trade Union would have been established in the 1930s from the bowels of the struggle for peace, bread, and justice, and as such, share an everlasting bond of camaraderie. Whilst the sugar and oil industries are now closed, both were instrumental in the advancement of society and provided a major sources of wealth that developed our nation. It is imperative that not just the young minds be cognizant of these trials and tribulations of our grandparents and great-grandparents, but all and sundry should be aware of their contribution to the development of Trinidad and Tobago. And to you, the students, as the young scholars of the future, it is important that nationalism is brought to the forefront, as the sugar and oil industries were tantamount to the legacy of our nation and is forever etched in our history. It is for you to ensure that the odious destruction that befell the closure of these two industries are never repeated.
First school I'm going to ask to pick is Gasparillo. Well, all four of you all just pick. And then we'll see what numbers you have. Nicely. So, let me ask Naomi, Benny, what number do you have? Casey and Naomi have both picked number 2. All right, let's give them a round of applause. Therefore, San Fernando, Shreya, and Ariadne both chose 1. So that will be San Fernando ASJA Primary versus San Fernando TML Primary for the first of the semi-final round. And then we would have Gasparillo Government Primary versus San Fernando Girls Government Primary. I have to now read out for you the rules. First of all, number 1 rule, no talking or prompting. 15 seconds is the allotted time for answering each question. That is 15 seconds. At the end of the 15 seconds, you would hear, all right, 2 points for every correct answer. 1 bonus point will be awarded to opposing team for the correct answer should the student from the opposite team be unable to answer the question. 3 rounds of questions for each school. Should there be a tie, another round will be included. Should there be another tie, a team question will be given. So, I want to again thank you all, wish every one of you all the best of luck as we celebrate the 41st Annual Labor Day Primary School Quiz and Poster Competition. Thank you.
Let us begin. Amir, can you tell me, in 1950, there were TLL workers who received an increase, which was the largest increase that was won. Can you tell me the amount of that increase?
600%.
Try again. Come on.
400%.
Try again.
500%.
Try again. Okay, so that goes to the other team for 1 point.
100%. I think it was 9%.
I'll read the question again.
2%.
In 1950, TLL workers received an increase, which was the largest increase that was won. What was the amount of that increase?
22%.
Try again.
9%.
Try again.
100%.
Try again.
150. 150%.
Try again.
2%.
Try again.
60%.
Try again.
15%.
And the answer was 15 cents per hour. Okay? So we move on to Soda. Can you tell me, when the ULF won a certain number of seats in the 1976 general elections, how many seats did they win?
10 seats.
That is correct. And Shreya, can you tell me, in what year did Badesi Mirage die?
1971.
That is correct. So we move on to San Fernando TML. Ravisha. In the 1960s, NATOC was the umbrella body for trade unions. What does NTUC stand for?
National Trade Union Congress.
That is correct. Clara. In 1978, what was the length of the wage freeze proposed by Carney Limited to the union?
3 months.
Try again.
2 months.
Try again.
6 months.
Try again.
1 week.
Try again.
18 days.
Try again.
5 months.
Try again.
12 months.
Try again. And so that goes to the opposite team for 1 point.
4 years.
I'll ask a question. In 1978, what was the length of the wage freeze proposed by Carney Limited to the union?
4 years.
That is correct. So now, Sophia. Sophia. The arrest of the then President General, George Weeks, resulted in internal problems within the OWTU. There were a series of meetings, conferences, and lectures that were organized to resolve these problems. What is this period in the union's history called?
It is referred to as a time of dialogue.
That is correct. Now we move on to the second round. Emir, can you tell me, in 1979, How many agreements were concluded?
8,
Try again.
7,
Try again.
9,
Try again.
10,
Try again.
6,
Try again.
5,
Try again.
11,
Try again.
12,
Try again.
4.
Try again. So that goes to the opposite team for 1 point.
Is 18.
In 1979, how many agreements were concluded?
18,
Try again.
3,
Try again.
27,
Try again.
2, 25,
Try again.
21,
Try again.
22, 1, 13,
Try again.
14,
Try again.
15,
Try again.
7,
Try again.
16,
And the answer is 24 agreements. Okay? We now move on to Soda. Soda, can you tell me, when did the United Labour Front become a political party?
19,
I need the full date, month, day, and year. Fine. Okay, so that goes to the opposing team for 1 point.
76.
When did the United Labour Front become a political party?
January 3rd, 1976.
That is correct.
62.
Priya. Priya, can you tell me the name of the General Secretary who invited Basdio Pandey to join the All Trinidad Workers Union?
Rampatat Singh.
That is correct. On to Ravisha. Ravisha, the campaign to nationalize Texaco was known by what name?
Texaco Moscow.
That is correct. Farah, in what year was the Industrial Stabilization Act passed?
1976.
Try again.
1975.
Try again.
1967.
Try again.
1965.
That is correct. Sophia, can you tell me, Badesi Miraj was the president of which trade union?
All Trinidad Sugar and Factory Workers Trade Union.
Say that again.
All Trinidad Sugar and Factory Workers Trade Union.
That is correct. So now we move on to the third round, people. Amir, can you answer for me? Give me 3 strikes that occurred in the sugar industry before 1937.
Balmain Sugar Estates, Orange Grove, and Woodford Lodge.
Any more? Okay, so that goes to the opposing team for 1 point. Can you name for me 3 strikes that happened in the sugar industry before 1937?
Balmain Sugar Estate, St. Madeleine, and Breton Castle. Esperanza, Phoenix Park,
Any?
Breton Castle.
Okay, that is correct. The correct answers were Esperanza, Breton Castle, Woodford Lodge, Phoenix Park, Caroni, or Orange Grove. So that is 1 point for TML. Soda, can you tell me, why were the sugar workers in conflict with the government?
You could repeat the question.
So, can you tell me, why were the sugar workers in conflict with the government?
Because the companies were hiring foreigners to do the jobs they were capable of.
Try again. So that goes to the opposing team for 1 point. Can you tell me, why were the sugar workers in conflict with the government?
Dangerous conditions.
Pardon?
Dangerous conditions.
Try again.
The wages.
Try again.
They were under substandard conditions, working conditions that were hazardous.
Try again.
The government said that the sugar industry wasn't getting much money, but they were suspicious about that.
The answer was that they placed more emphasis on the plantation's profits than they did the workers. Okay? And so we move on to Shreya. Shreya? Can you identify for me 3 benefits that were won by the first All Trinidad Industrial Contract?
The standardization of wage rates, maternity leave with pay, and consolidation of bonuses.
Try again.
Could you repeat the question, please?
Sure. Can you identify for me 3 benefits that were won in the first contract of the All Trinidad Workers Union? So that question now goes to the opposing team for 1 point. Can you please identify for me 3 benefits that were won by the All Trinidad Workers Union in their first industrial contract?
Wage increase, pension plan, and maternity leave with pay.
Try again.
The standardization of wages, maternity leave with pay, and severance benefits in the work week.
Try again.
A 44-hour work week.
The answer was a 15% increase, an 8-hour workday, annual holiday leave, a war bonus, and an output bonus. So now that takes me across to Ravisha. Ravisha, can you tell me what were Adrian Cola-Rienzi's 3 ambitions for the working class?
To organize, revolutionize, and centralize.
That is correct. Farah, can you tell me which President General of All Trinidad Workers Union was also the President General to the Oilfield Workers Trade Union?
Adrian Cola-Rienzi.
That is correct.
Okay, easy questions.
Sophia, can you tell me who were the 3 parties that made up the Joint Sugar Control Board?
All Trinidad Sugar and Factory Workers Trade Union, the Oilfields Workers Trade Union, and the
Try again. So that now goes across to the other team for 1 point. Can you identify for me the 3 parties that made up the Joint Sugar Control Board? It's a collective question. Remember, you have 10 seconds.
Chemical workers at FedShim,
Try again.
the OWTU, the All Trinidad Sugar Estates and Factory Workers Trade Union, and the
workers on the docks.
And the answer was the workers, the plantation owners, and the government. Okay? So give yourselves a round of applause. And that brings us to 7 for San Fernando ASJA and 16 for San Fernando TML. So congratulations to all of you. Good job. I'm sure you worked very hard. And congratulations to San Fernando TML. Hey, good afternoon, everyone.
Good afternoon.
Welcome back. I'm sure you're all anxious like I am. I'm looking forward to how this session is going to go. It's very interesting. So we will begin with Abriana and go out. And same for this side, Naomi, and we go outwards, right?
Yes.
You ready?
Yes.
Good. Abriana. Can you tell me, when was the first meeting between the sugar manufacturers and the All Trinidad Workers Union?
May you repeat the question, please?
Sure. When was the first meeting between sugar manufacturers and the All Trinidad Workers Union?
1985.
That is incorrect, and I need day, month, and year. Okay, so that question goes to the other team for 1 point collectively, right? Can you tell me when was the first meeting between the sugar manufacturers and the All Trinidad Workers Union? Day, month, and year.
January.
Try again.
March.
I need day, month, and year.
Was it March the 21st?
That is incorrect. Try again.
March 18th.
Try again. So the answer was the 4th of February, 1938. We move on to Casey.
Oh gosh.
Casey? Can you smile for me now? What was the All Trinidad Workers Union first address? Think aloud. Aloud.
To write their demands to the government.
That is incorrect. So it goes to the opposing team for 1 point collectively. Can you tell me what was the address, the first address of the All Trinidad Workers Union?
Demands for better wages.
The address of the,
16 Coffee Street?
that is correct, 16 Coffee Street.
I can-
That's 1 point for Gasparillo Government. So we move on to Danae. Danae, can you tell me how many financial members did the All Trinidad Workers Union have when it was founded?
2000.
That is correct. Naomi, can you tell me when, I need the year, that the first strike was called by the All Trinidad Workers Union?
1937.
Try again.
1938.
Try again.
1939.
That is correct. Evita, smile for me now. Can you tell me why the Joint Sugar Control Board was set up?
Can you repeat the question, please?
Sure. The question is, why was the Joint Sugar Control Board set up?
To demand better wages and working conditions. Better wages and working conditions.
Try again. So that goes to the other team for 1 point collectively. Can you tell me why was the Joint Sugar Control Board set up?
For the company and the workers to discuss, like,
Lectures.
was like a meeting for the
Finish what you're saying.
company and the workers, to speak about where they would meet. Is a meeting where the company and the workers would meet to
Discuss issues, problems.
yeah.
That is correct, yes. It was, the Joint Sugar Control Board was set up so that the manufacturers and the workers' union could meet under the chairmanship of the government and discuss their issues. Yes? 1 point for San Fernando government.
Hello.
Rochelle, on June 19th, 1937, there was a clash. The clash was between protesting workers and the policemen in Faizabad. On that day, a policeman was killed. Can you tell me what was his name?
Charlie King.
That is correct. So we're on to the second round and we move back to Abriano. Abriano. When Butler was released from prison, Can you tell me the position that he was given in the OWTU?
The general leader,
Say that again.
general governor.
Try again. Okay, so that goes to the other team for 1 point. When Butler was released from prison, what position was he given in the OWTU?
General organizer.
That is correct.
I was going to say it.
That's okay.
Casey. Casey, when did the workers at British Petroleum go on strike? I need day, month, and year.
January the 14th, 1939.
Try again.
19th, 1939.
So that then goes to the opposing team for 1 point collectively. When did the workers at British Petroleum go on strike? Day, month, and year.
December 19th, 1946.
Try again.
March 18th.
Try again.
March 21st.
Try again. And the answer was February 17th, 1963. So now I am at Danae. Danae, can you tell me what is Hobson House known as today?
CLR James Center.
That is correct. Now we move back to Naomi. Naomi, can you tell me when did Rojas resign as the President General of the OWTU? I need day, month, and year.
13th of April, 1962.
That is correct. Navita, and you promise to speak up for me? Very good. In what year did the OWTU sign its first industrial agreement?
July.
In what year? Give me the year.
1937.
Try again.
1938.
Try again.
1939.
Try again.
1940.
Try again.
45.
That is correct.
Okay, good guess, good guess. Oh, God.
So now we move on to Rochelle. Rochelle, in what year was the disturbance allowance first secured for workers?
In 1962.
Try again.
1945.
Try again.
1965.
Try again.
1962.
Try again.
63.
Try again.
71.
Try again.
77.
So that now goes to the opposing team for 1 point. Can you all tell me in what year was the disturbance allowance first secured for workers?
1952.
That is correct. Now we're on the third round, yes? Abriana. In 1960, the OWTU organized a strike against Texaco. The strike spread throughout the oil industry. How many days did this strike last?
18 days.
That is correct. Casey? In 1963, the workers at British Petroleum went on strike. How many workers responded to the union's call to strike?
2,600.
That is correct. Danae, why did Butler never hold the position of President General to the OWTU?
Because he was in and out of jail,
I need a little bit more.
and his plans were like, oh, criminal line,
A little bit more.
and
So that goes to the opposing team for 1 point. Why did Butler never hold the position of President General to the OWTU?
With his runnings with the law, in his runnings with the law,
I need a little bit more.
and they thought, and he was imprisoned for a period of time, so he wasn't able to hold the post.
He was arrested and jailed in 1937, yes, but he was also expelled from the OWTU in 1939, okay? So now I go on to Naomi. Can you tell me about the 1970 experiment called Spanish Farm? Why was it set up? Think aloud.
It the
So that now goes to the opposing team for 1 point. Can you tell me about the 1970 experiment called Spanish Farm? Why was it set up?
of land owned by the union.
Guess aloud.
It was a parcel of land owned by the union, which hold different buildings for different purposes, and it was made to involve agriculture in the OWTU.
That is correct. Navita, can you name the commission of inquiry that was set up to investigate the subversion in trade unions?
Can you repeat the question, please?
Sure. And don't forget to speak loud. Name the commission of inquiry that was set up to investigate the subversion in trade unions. Think aloud. Tell me something. Give me whatever's at the top of your mind, tip of your tongue. So that now goes to the opposing team for 1 point. Can you name for me the commission of inquiry that was set up to investigate the subversion in trade unions?
The Banful Commission.
That is correct. Rochelle. The OWTU is a social organization that is proud of supporting and educating young people and members of the public through various ventures. Can you name 2 of those ventures that the OWTU is involved in that reaches out and educates young people and the general public?
The Voice of Labor, or the Vanguard, and the seminars that they hold at the Hobson House, today known as the CLR James Center, Education Center.
I need a little. That is correct. Of the answers, there's the OWTU Scholars, a provision of scholarship to members at undergraduate level, internship programs, the OWTU Quiz and Poster Competition, the CLR James Memorial Lecture, seminars and forums, and the Vanguard. So that brings us to the end of this session, does it? And it is a tie, folks. That is very interesting. And I love sitting up here asking questions, so I'd love if y'all can go all evening. So again, we will begin with Abriana. Can you tell me, coming out of the 1960 Texaco strike, OWTU secured a wage increase of what percentage?
8%,
Try again.
100%,
Try again.
57%,
Try again.
22%.
That is correct. Casey. Butler was jailed once again during the war years. After his arrest, can you tell me when he was released? I need date and year.
May 1969,
Try again.
May 1949,
Try again.
May 1939,
Try again. So So that now goes to the opposing team for 1 point. Butler was jailed once again during the war years. After this arrest, when was he released? I need the date and the year.
The month and the year?
April 9th, 1945.
That is correct. Danae. Before becoming the President General of the OWTU, Errol McLeod was the president of which branch within the OWTU?
Point up here.
That is correct. Naomi, can you give me the name and position of 3 of the union's first executives? 3.
The first President General, Adrian Colarienzi, his first Vice President, MacDonald Moses, and the General Secretary, E.R. Blades.
That is correct. Navita. Hi. One of the female pioneers of the OWTU, Comrade Daisy Crick, was former president of the library branch of OWTU and former trustee on the national executive. She had a famous line. What was it?
It is the women who help change the world, not the ladies.
That is correct. Rochelle, in what year was the Vanguard newspaper created and what was its purpose?
In 1960, to educate the public.
A little bit more, give me a little bit more.
To educate the public about what is going on in the OWTU.
I need more. So I'm going to pass to the other team as this is the tiebreaker, okay? In what year was the Vanguard newspaper created and what was its purpose?
It was created in 1960 to
educate and inform the public about the activities in the
taking place
OWTU
in the OWTU.
What else?
and
Problems, strikes,
the strikes and
and
In 1960, Vanguard newspaper was created for the purpose of educating and empowering the members of OWTU as well as the public, right? The members, right? So that brings us to the end of this tie-breaking round. Congratulations again to all of you. Give yourselves a round of applause. I know you must be sitting on the edge of your seats. And it was very close, folks, once again. That brings us to 16 for San Fernando government and 17 for Gasparillo. Congratulations to Gasparillo government. Job well done. Right, so we begin with Ravisha, and then we have Farah and Sophia, yes? Okay, good. Ravisha, can you tell me, when is it that the United Labour Front was launched? I need the date, month and day.
Month and day?
Yes.
March 25th,
Try again.
24th,
Try again.
16th,
Try again.
15th,
Try again.
19th,
Try again.
4th.
So that goes to the other team for 1 point. Can you tell me when the United Labour Front was launched?
18th. Right, go ahead. March 18th.
Try again.
March
March
25th.
25th.
Try again.
March 29th.
Try again.
March 21st.
Try again.
March 27th.
Try again.
March 8th. No. May 14th.
Try again.
March 20th.
Try again.
March 9th.
Try again. And the answer was February 18th. So we move on to Farah. Farah, can you tell me, where was Butler's funeral service held?
Port of Spain,
Try again.
Carney,
Try again.
Fyzabad,
I need a little bit more.
Faizabad Cemetery.
So that goes to the other team for 1 point. Where was Butler's funeral service held?
It was held at the Butler Hall of Revolution at the Charlie King Junction.
That is correct. And so we move on to Sophia. Sophia. Butler organized a strike with a new union that he founded in 1946. Can you tell me the name of that union?
British Empire Workers and Ratepayers Union.
That is correct. Naomi. Where was the life-size statue of Butler erected?
At the Hall of Revolution.
Can you give me a little bit more?
Butler's Hall of Revolution.
That is correct. Navita. The group of dedicated workers from the Pointe-a-Pierre branch who decided to step forward and bring change within the OWTU during the period of 1949 to 1954 it was first called the Reformists. Can you tell me the name that they later became known as?
The rebels?
That is correct. Rochelle. In 1967, BP threatened to retrench 1,500 workers, Shell 350 workers. In response to this, the OWTU launched a campaign to save these jobs. What was the name of this campaign?
Not a man must go.
That is correct. Ravisha. Can you give me the date and year that the OWTU was registered?
September 15th, 1937.
That is correct. Farah. What is the name of the organization created within the OWTU to represent the women?
National Women's Auxiliary Club.
Try again. Come on, give me some. So it goes to the opposing team for 1 point. What is the name of the organization created within the OWTU to represent women?
The Union's Women Auxiliary.
That is correct. Sophia. Workers in the Apex Oilfields in Faizabad took strike on June 19th of what year?
1937.
That is correct. Naomi. The Industrial Stabilization Act that was passed in the 1960s outlaws a specific action. What is this action?
Strike.
That is correct. Navita. Can you tell me the vision of the OWTU? Think aloud, say it aloud.
The OWTU fights for the interests of the workers.
That is incorrect. And so it goes to the opposing team for 1 point.
To defend the rights of workers.
Can you tell me the vision of the OWTU?
To defend the rights of workers.
Try again.
To defend the interests of workers.
Try again.
The vision of the OWTU is to defend the interests of the workers and better their conditions of work and to keep that fire moving from the 1937 movement.
That is incorrect. The vision is to continue the tradition of the mass movement towards achieving a society with the power to determine its destiny on the basis of equity, social justice, and a decent standard of living for all. Rochelle, where were the first secret meetings of the OWTU held?
At Lumtag Hill, Faizabad.
That is correct. So we're on to the third round. Ravisha, can you tell me, in what year did John F. Rojas become the President General of the OWTU?
Repeat the question.
Sure. In what year did John F. Rojas become the President General of OWTU?
What year?
That's correct, the year.
1952.
Try again.
1947.
Try again.
1948.
Try again.
1965.
Try again. So that now goes to the opposing team for 1 point. Can you tell me in what year did John F. Rojas become the President General of the OWTU?
1944.
That is correct. And so now it is for Farah. Yes? Farah, can you tell me, how are the members of the OWTU known? People refer to them as the something army.
Blue Shirts Army.
That is correct. Sophia. Workers other than oil workers wanted to join the OWTU. Which company had workers who were the first to make that decision?
Tientech,
Try again.
Dunlop,
Try again.
Lever Brothers,
Try again.
Amoco.
Try again.
Repeat the question, please.
Sure. Workers other than oil workers wanted to join the OWTU. Can you tell me the workers at which company were the first to make this decision?
Bermudas,
Try again.
Halliburton,
Try again. So that now goes to the opposing team for 1 point. Workers other than oil workers wanted to join the OWTU. Can you tell me which workers, the workers at which company were the first to make that decision?
TCL.
That is correct. So we move on to Naomi. Naomi. In 1964, the Prime Minister decided that all sugar workers would be eligible for the crop bonus. Can you tell me which group of workers were paid before all the others?
Sugar workers.
That is correct. The members of the All Trinidad Workers Union. Navita. The 1963 contract negotiations between the Federation and the All Trinidad Workers Union, led by Badesi Mirage, were a high water mark for the union. Can you list for me 3 benefits that were won by the All Trinidad Workers Union under Badesi Mirage in that year? Three. I need 3. Think aloud. Guess aloud. Come on. So that now goes to the opposing team for 1 point. The 1963 contract negotiations between the Federation and the All Trinidad Workers Union under Badesi Mirage were a high water mark for the union. Can you list for me 3 benefits that were won under Badesi Mirage in that year?
maternity leave with pay, consolidation of wages, holiday specific overtime rates.
I need more.
With specific overtime rates with better conditions for the workers.
You could have chosen any 3 from the standardization of wage rates, consolidation of bonuses, increased annual holidays with pay, maternity leave with pay, improved overtime conditions, a life insurance policy, or the agreement to implement a pension plan. So now we are on Rochelle. Rochelle. All Trinidad Workers Union is believed to have placed a number of issues on the national agenda. Can you list for me 3 issues that they placed on the national agenda? Tell me aloud. Think aloud.
Time of dialogue.
Try again. So that now goes to the opposing team for 1 point. The All Trinidad Workers Union is believed to have placed a number of issues on the national agenda. Can you list for me 3 issues that they placed on the national agenda?
I don't know it.
Guess aloud.
You can repeat the question, please?
Sure. All Trinidad Workers Union is believed to have placed a number of issues on the national agenda. Can you list for me 3 issues that they placed on the national agenda? 3.
Not enough pay for the workers.
All right, so you could have chosen any 3 out of the place of politics in trade union affairs, matters of social justice, the issue of worker participation, the role of women in the labor force, and the servicing of the worker beyond the workplace. Right? Congratulations to all of you. Give yourselves a round of applause. That was a very good job. And that brings us to 16 for Gasparillo Government and 8 for San Fernando TML. And so congratulations to Gasparillo Government. That is the first time winning this quiz, and also we've had them go up against the TML, they've had the championship for years. They've taken this quiz for years. So congratulations to you all. Job well done, everyone. And thank you to the parents and the teachers, especially the students, for all the hard work that they put into this initiative. Congratulations, everyone.
Open this prize-giving ceremony for the 41st annual OWTU Labor Day Primary School Quiz and Poster Competition with the theme, Oil and Sugar. I know it would have been a grueling couple of weeks from the preliminary rounds straight through to quarterfinals, to semi-finals, to finals. But we try to reward as many of the students and schools as possible to show that it is a recognition of the work that would have gone in to preparing for this competition. So, without further ado, I would like to start off with a special prize for the top quarter finalist from the county of St. Patrick quiz. And that school is Granville RC Primary. And let me invite Comrade Rauti Sinanan, OWTU's accountant, to present their prize. Yes, let's give them a round of applause. And that is Sydney Gopal, Kira Dharmnath, and Liana Manu. Thank you, Comrade Sinanan. The next quarterfinalist would have been Brothers Presbyterian Primary. The other one is Hard Bargain RC Primary. All right, and that is Gabriella Stedman, Solange Smith, and Valini Bipta. And let me invite Comrade Jennifer Charles to present them with their certificates, Assistant General Secretary of the OWTU. Quarterfinalist school would be Riversdale Presbyterian Primary. And let me therefore invite Tobiah Joachim, oh, she's not here, Alicia Job, and Selena Budu. So I'm going now to the poster competition winners. In 12th place, we have from the Rocha Douglas Presbyterian Primary, Ruth Mahes, her principal. Moving now to the 11th place, and we are in the poster competition from Egypt Village Government, Andre Smart. Coming from South Oropuch Government Primary, Anna Ramkaran. And in 9th place, coming from Saparia Hindu Primary, Nikolai Mahindra. Is he here? To the 8th place winner of the poster competition, coming from Riversdale Presbyterian Primary, Jacqueline Chan. This is the 7th place winner, again from the Richard Douglas Presbyterian Primary School, Gabrielle Jagnanan. 6th place winner of the poster competition, coming from Inverness Presbyterian Primary, Taramati Moti. For the 5th place winner, coming from Santa Flora Government Primary, Alisa Amar Singh. The 4th place winner of the poster competition, coming from Avocat Vedic Primary, Jasan Daniram. Then there he is. Coming from San Fernando ASJA Primary, 3rd place winner, Aryan Mohammed. Second place winner of our poster competition this year, and that goes to Gibran Lal from San Fernando TML Primary. Again coming from San Fernando TML Primary is none other than Suvan Subans. This is the 1st place winner of this year's poster competition. Forward, General Secretary of the All Trinidad Sugar Workers Union, to present to the winning school, that is none other than San Fernando TML Primary. The first semi-finalist school that we would like to present to, that is San Fernando ASJA Primary. Let's give them a round of applause. It's none other than Irmir Mohammed, Shauda Ramratan, Sauda, and Shriya Gosai. Semi-finalist school, San Fernando Girls Government Primary. That is Abriana Tiny, Casey Huggins, Danae Dobson. We would like to present to this year's finalist, San Fernando TML Primary, Farah Mohammed, Ravisha Dwarika, and Safia Khan. For the very first time, Gasparillo Government Primary. Very first time. And let me therefore invite Naomi Binney, Navita Ramnath, and Rishal Mohammed for creating history here this afternoon. Let's give them a special round of applause for creating history. Receiving on behalf of Gasparillo Government Primary, Miss Cassandra Mohammed. Let us give her a round of applause, collecting the winning school trophy. We are all winners. We are all winners because all of y'all took the time and the effort to study the material to be here today. And therefore, I salute every single student inside here this afternoon. I would like to really thank the teachers, the parents, the principals. I would like to thank, of course, in their absence, the Ministry of Education. I would like to thank the team that would have worked here with you all this afternoon. I would like to thank the members of the Central Executive of the Oilfield Workers Trade Union, and the General Council and the membership of the union. I just have to say, without you students, we would not have a competition. So my deepest, sincerest thanks to you who would have, even after completing your SEA, still put out this extra work to prepare for this year's quiz and poster competition. And I really hope that as you studied and prepared for it, that you truly and deeply appreciate the legacy of oil and sugar in Trinidad and Tobago. Two industries that have built this country. That legacy now passes on to you, for you to carry on feeling very proud that you are part of a great nation and you have helped made it so. Thank you very much to one and all. Have a great afternoon. Take care.